I live and work on the Gadigal lands of the Eora Nation, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Thanks for joining our session. Today we will provide you with an overview of Aurecon, our core values and our graduate programme. And later in the session, Sam, a current civil engineering graduate, will join us to give her perspective on life as a graduate at Aurecon. But I'd like to start off by sharing a video which provides you with an overview of who we are, the projects we work on, and the values and objectives we have.
It's time to design a world in which people and the planet can flourish together. At Aurecon, we're taking action to bring environmentally friendly ideas to life. And we want you, unconventional thinkers and dedicated doers, to change the world with us. We're looking for designers, engineers and advisors who feel deeply passionate about creating solutions for a sustainable, livable future. Work on projects like the Woodside Building for Technology and Design, which was featured at the COP26 UN Climate Conference in 2021. Or the award-winning Project Gilgai, a portable solar-powered water treatment system that can filter potable water every day for isolated communities. Or the Trentham to Upper Hutt project, which won the Innovation category at the Engineering New Zealand's 2021 Envy Awards. Or the Chung Kwan O interchange, providing a strategic road network for the citizens of Hong Kong. Does that sound like something you want to be part of? Co-create a better future with us and our clients. Together, we'll be unstoppable.
We are a team of over 5,400 people connected across Australia, New Zealand and Asia, and we have head offices in the majority of major cities across these regions. Here in Sydney, we'll be relocating to an amazing new North Sydney location in July this year, and hopefully I'll get to meet a few of you later in the year when you join the grad programme. We truly believe that we have a vital role to play in the future of humanity, and we work alongside our clients to co-create clever, innovative solutions to some of the world's most complex challenges. We add value across the project lifecycle through deep technical and advisory expertise, and we serve our clients across a range of markets in locations worldwide. To discover how Aurecon are reimagining engineering and acting on climate change by moving towards a net zero carbon future, listen to our podcast and read our Just Imagine blog, which will provide an insight into the kind of amazing work the teams do here every day. We'll post these links into the chat function now, so please access our website to look at the blog and listen to the podcast. Aurecon operates across a wide variety of different sectors, including the built environment. So this includes projects that come out of the ground and span across sectors such as health, retail, airport terminals, education, defence, government and commercial. We also operate in the energy space. This part of the business spans across different energy sectors, from renewable energy to power distribution, and we are focused on working towards sustainable energy sources and improving infrastructure and efficiency. We also have the transport team, which focuses on rail, road, tunnels, bridges, airports and ports, and the water team, which is working towards helping the water industry meet the sustainable challenge of water infrastructure management. We also have the advisory part of the business, which is more like the business consulting part of the business, and is split up into 5 major categories. So we have environmental and planning. So here we would look for students who come from an environmental or a natural sciences background. We have communications and stakeholder management. So this is more suited to disciplines such as PR, media, communications and HR. We have infrastructure and risk advisory. So this aligns well with double degree students from business, law, engineering and commerce. And then we have project advisory, which is the project management arm of the business. So construction management, project management, or engineering students with a double degree work well in this space. And then we have the digital part of the business, which is suited to IT-based disciplines. But no matter what discipline you study, you can play a part in working towards a livable future by introducing sustainable innovations, materials or processes to achieve our objectives. You don't have to be a sustainability engineer to make change. This degree matrix is featured on our website and provides an overview of which degree disciplines are relevant for each part of the business. We'll drop this link into the chat bar now, and please have a look at this and use the Aurecon Teams hyperlinks to explore and understand the different parts of the business. This is important to do before you actually put an application in, because you will be asked during the application process where your two areas of preference are. So is that infrastructure and energy, or is it built environment and advisory? And we will screen your application based on those preferences. Our graduate programme offers a 2-year structured learning and development pathway that will enable you to develop your soft skills alongside your technical skills. We want you to be able to discover your passions and design your own pathway and fast track your career. And we will offer you the information, support and guidance to achieve this. We understand that it can be daunting entering a professional work environment for the first time, so we want to offer you as much support as possible. So we have a network of emerging professionals. Emerging professionals are anybody within the first 5 years of their career, and they form a group called the Limelight Group, and you'll be allocated a buddy from Limelight Group to help you with your transition into the business. We'll also allocate you a buddy from your technical team and a technical mentor within the first 6 months, and also a dedicated line manager. So you'll have a lot of support transitioning into the business. Limelight also runs a number of training and social events throughout the year, and it's a great way to network across different business units whilst broadening your skill set. They host some fantastic social events as well, which aren't to be missed, and you'll always find more senior members of teams trying to sneak in for drinks. We've also launched a rotation system this year for the first time, and that again is designed to allow graduates to experience different parts of the business and move across sectors to develop your skills, and also create teams who can work across multidisciplinary projects. So your first graduate rotation is mandatory and will take place 6 months after your start date. So our team will work with you and provide support to help teams and disciplines that align with your skill set and interests. After your first rotation, you can stay within that designated team, or you can move every 6 months up to the 2 years of the graduate programme. So to apply to our graduate programme, please use the Apply Now tab on our website. And again, we'll drop that into the chat function now. So now I'd like to welcome Sam. She's a member of our overhead line team in Sydney, and she's a member of the Limelight group. And she's also here to give her perspective on life as a grad at Aurecon.
Thanks, Rebecca. Hi, everyone. My name's Sam, and I've been at Aurecon for a year and a half now. I started as an undergrad in September 2020. Then in 2021, I started my graduate program. I completed a Bachelor of Civil Engineering Honours, specialising in structures at Western Sydney University. So, yeah, I was attracted to Aurecon because of the great stories I've heard about it at university. And the look of Aurecon on LinkedIn and its website was very attractive and appealing to me through its use of bright colours, which really caught my eye. I'm additionally seeing that Aurecon has many sectors that you can work in, like water, defence, rail, roads, etc. And with it being in so many cities and countries. So right now, yeah, I'm sitting in the transport rail team, but more specifically the overhead wiring team. Many of you might not even know what overhead wiring is, but basically from the picture on the slide, it's the structures and the wires that keeps our trains running. And overhead wiring is very important. Now when I'm on the train line, I'm always looking at the structures and wiring out the window, because without them, there'd be no trains running, right? So yeah, overhead wiring is very diverse. It's not suited to one engineering. Our team is made of mechanical, electrical, and civil engineers, as there's a lot to consider when designing. We also do work closely with many sectors within Aurecon to ensure we aren't affecting any of their utilities as well, but it just all depends on the project. So my role involves working closely with clients like Sydney Trains and Transport for New South Wales, where we look to assess the structures and wiring to make sure they are in suitable conditions. Do they need upgrading? Are they damaged? How can we make them more sustainable and keep up, with the demands of the population who use the rail systems? As more people use the trains, the heavier they are, so the more energy required to make that train move is higher. So a lot of assessments, calculations through Excel, Space Gas, AutoCAD are required to ensure we are helping to maintain a safe and efficient rail system. I've worked on a few major projects, but a really interesting one, which I learned a lot on, was St. Leonard's Plaza, where we had to work closely with Lane Cove City Council and the Oricon Bridge team to provide a solution, as the new open green space was clashing with our overhead wiring structures below. And this project went back and forth to make it work, as we had to ensure our structures had enough clearance from the new green space, which is supported by a bridge with steel reinforcement. And if our steel structures don't have enough clearance from that bridge, it could cause it to electrify, which is obviously what we don't want. So we had to put in a new structure at a lowered height underneath this bridge, and it kind of creates like a semicircle, you know. But it sounds easy, but actually really wasn't. There's so many things that could affect it. We had to make sure there wasn't any other utilities around, like water, rail signals, drainage as well. But this project really helped my knowledge about other disciplines and how to work with the client as well to make sure this project was delivered on time. But yeah, I love working at Oricon because you do have this huge support network as well, ability to learn and grow. And yeah, as soon as you get joined up, you get paired up with a buddy. You can ask them any questions you have. And I think it's really helpful because, when you're starting a new company, like myself, we're really afraid to ask questions and a bit shy, but a buddy can really help you in this space and introduce you to people in the different areas. But for me, I had a really interesting start in 2020 lockdown, when my interview was online and all my Oricon equipment was shipped to me instead of being handed out in the office. The first time meeting my manager was on site, as the photo you can see on the slide. It was really funny because it's a bit hard to tell how tall or short he was, as a Teams camera, can throw you off. But we got there. Also understand as grads, we're scared that we know nothing or that we don't have the right skill set, but Oricon really embraces that. They have multiple helpful resources, events, and knowledge hubs where you can go and learn more about the company. And say you want to improve your skills in a software like AutoCAD, there's multiple people and or LinkedIn learning resources which can help your learning and development. Additionally, Oricon has the Emerging Professionals Initiative called Limelight, which I'm also a part of. And Limelight is run by emerging professionals like myself, aims to support and network with other young engineers. You get to meet people from different sectors. There's events which help your career development. You get to hear and learn and develop from others' experience, and to also help build like your own personal brand. And yeah, I just want to close off by saying Oricon's a really great place to work. As you can see in this group of photos, this was where all of us grads got to go out on site together, which was really fun, and we got to have dinner after. So yeah, it's really fun, and I'll pass it back to you, Rebecca. Thanks.
Great. Thanks so much, Sam. That was a great insight into the life of a grad at Oricon. Oricon is also an award-winning business, and some of our most recent achievements are: we are the only Australian company on the Fortune 2021 Change the World list. We're the only engineering firm in the top 10 places to work in 2021. And in 2020, we were named Australia's most innovative company by the Australian Financial Review. And most importantly, we've just recently won the Australia's Most Popular Engineering and Resources Employer Award at the Grad Connection Top 100 Awards, and that was this year. So thanks for taking the time to listen to us today. As mentioned, grad applications are open now until the 3rd of April. So you'll be asked to complete an application form and attach your resume, cover letter and transcript. And the next stage after that will be a skills-based assessment, which is online. That will be a mix of written response and video response, but you can record the video response on your iPhone or your phone and upload it to your computer and then put it onto the assessment. And then after that, it will be virtual interviews or face-to-face interviews, depending on where you're located. So look, please feel free to come along and have a chat to us this afternoon. We're here all afternoon till 5:30. And also remember to visit our website and sign up to our newsletter for the latest grad and intern news. And also make sure you start to follow us on social media so to find out more, and also watch our Instagram lives that are happening over the next couple of weeks. We'll drop another link in the chat now so you can access all our socials. But yeah, thanks for listening.